welcome to KMTV. I'm Josie Hannett. Your top stories tonight. Lorry burst into flames on the motorway. Hot air balloons near miss. And car bomb victim thanks a Kent charity. But first this evening, a row of shops in Staplehurst have been taped off today following an early morning ram raid where a cash machine was stolen. At around 3:30, a witness says he heard a loud bang, causing him to wake up and call police after seeing what was happening out of the window. Here's Joshua Coop.
A witness captures the moment a tractor ploughs into the bank he lives next to during an early morning ram raid. The aftermath of the crime scene in Staplehurst shows how half the front of NatWest is missing after the building was repeatedly rammed and the cash machine was ripped out of the wall. The tractor was found at the scene with its lights still on when police arrived, believed to have been taken from a building site just 200 yards away. The cash machine is reported to have then been lifted onto a flatbed Land Rover, which left the scene and headed in the Cranbrook direction. The witness says he saw 4 or 5 masked people who appeared to be obscuring CCTV cameras using a fire extinguisher. Police have asked for anyone with information to come forward. This is Joshua Coop for KMTV.
A lorry burst into flames on the M2 near Sittingbourne this morning. Smoke could be seen pouring from the HGV from the hard shoulder of the London-bound carriageway just before the Junction 5 turn-off at Stockbury. Flames engulfed both the cab and trailer of the lorry, which was carrying baled hay, but luckily no one was injured. Reports suggested queues stretched back for 7 miles. At least 6 motorists could face prosecution for using the hard shoulder, which delayed a fire engine trying to get to the scene. A nightclub in Rochester has been forced to implement a number of changes after police claim that more than 40% of violent crime in Medway has taken place there alone. Here's Henry Sandercock.
Rochester tends to be the quieter member of the Medway towns with its mix of history and culture, not somewhere you would expect to see a lot of crime. However, police say that one night spot in the town accounts for 41% of Medway's violent crime. Behind me are the casino rooms, which are a popular destination on the Medway night scene. On Tuesday, barristers representing the club and the police clashed repeatedly about the number and severity of the crimes that have taken place here. The barrister representing the police claimed that 54 violent incidents had taken place at casinos over a 12-month period, including one case where an off-duty PCSO had his jaw broken. They also claimed that 25 phones had been stolen. The casino room's lawyer said that the police's evidence was weak and disputed a number of their claims. As part of their updated licence, they've installed more CCTV cameras and they've improved their door control and drug policies. We approached the owner, Aaron Stone, but he did not reply. This is Henry Sandercock reporting for KMTV in Rochester.
A mum of 4 who was severely injured after her ex-husband planted a grenade under her car has thanked a Kent charity for helping her to recover. 6 years on, Vicky talks about the ordeal and the work of Dandelion Time, who've helped her and her eldest son to cope. Louisa Britton has this exclusive story.
In 2010, my ex-husband put a grenade under my car, which detonated with my 8-year-old son. I was quite severely injured with my legs and was hospitalised for a year, and my son was luckily not physically injured, but psychologically he was injured. The trauma had a huge rippling effect through the family and caused us obviously great pain and distress.
It's been 6 years since Vicky's husband tried to kill her by placing a grenade under her car, and she's told me how a charity here in West Farleigh called Dandelion Time has helped her recover, as well as her son, as they were both suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder.
Your trust goes completely out the window when somebody you love can do that. It just throws everything out of the window.
Vicky was pregnant at the time of the incident, but luckily none of her children were harmed when the car they were setting off in blew up. Nicholas Fabian was her husband at the time, but had been having an affair. He was found guilty of attempted murder in 2011 after the jury took a mere hour to convict him.
We were referred to come here, and it turned our life around and really, really helped us. Actually, I think, yes, I have been through that, but I've got over that, and actually some good has come out of it. It helped sort of build the bond between me and my eldest son to be able to explore the trauma in a safe environment, and be able to sort of pick up our lives together and start to enjoy family life again. Just to be able to come somewhere safe and be able to discuss with people that accept what has happened and help you move on.
Vicky now has 4 children, including her youngest, Lawrence, who is 2. She is also volunteering at Dandelion Time, helping other families recover from traumatic events.
It's nice to be able to give something back, because I think Dandelion Time has given me so much, and there's just nothing out there for these families and the children. Brings you back down to reality, and working with nature here and the animals, and sort of keeping busy with your hands and making things, it sort of gives you that opportunity to reflect on your life and on your past experiences, and be able to put it into context and realise that, you know, it's not all bad, and, you know, there are good things that, you know, can be achieved. The future's looking bright, but I think if it wasn't for Dandelion Time, it would be a very, very different story.
This is Reza Britton in West Farleigh for KMTV.
A hot air balloon was filmed in a near miss as it flew over homes in South Ashford. This is the moment a resident captured the hot air balloon narrowly avoiding the rooftops of people's homes. The footage shows the balloon start to fall near houses in Cuckoo Lane and Weaver's Way shortly after 8 o'clock last night. The balloon later started to rise after the burner was used to lift it back up into the air. It then landed at Goddington Primary School about a mile away. And in sport, Ebbsfleet United's Jordan Parks burst onto the football scene last summer after signing from Hemel Hempstead. At Stonebridge Road, the midfielder scored 8 goals in his first 10 appearances, but following this success, he struggled to impose himself on games. We've spoken to Jordan about the new season.
Excited to get going again. I feel like there's obviously unfinished business from last season. You know, the way that it all ended was hard to take, so I feel like, yeah, this season we've got even more of a point to prove, and just can't wait to get started now.
Well, that's it from us this evening. We'll be back again on Monday with the latest stories from across Kent. In the meantime, don't forget you can keep up to date by listening to KMFM or logging on to kentonline.co.uk. Have a great weekend from us. See you later.